I've made over $73,000 in 1 month trading, and every single day I hop on the charts for maybe 1 hour and make anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 per day. But it wasn't always like that. I used to fail miserably. There was a time where I wanted to join the military and just ship myself away off to Afghanistan and never come back. I didn't always have it like I do now, and it came with a lot of perseverance, and it came with a lot of trial and tribulation. And as you could tell by this video, you actually have the chance to retire your family with day trading. But nobody can do that besides you. Nobody can want to make you work harder. Nobody can force you to work harder. You, at the end of the day, have to make the choices to do the things that you want to do to put yourself in a better position, but not only yourself, the people around you. Okay, you can, there's a famous saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Okay, and that saying applies with entrepreneurship these days. Everybody wants to, achieve the fancy cars and the fancy houses. Everybody wants to retire their mom. Everybody wants to take care of their dad. But when it comes to actually taking the chance and taking the risk, okay, nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to put forth their best foot forward and actually take a chance at something. Everybody's scared of failure. Everybody's scared that they're going to be judged, that they're going to be made fun of, that things aren't going to go their way. And I get it. We're all humans. We're all humans created in the image of God. We come with emotions. We come with different things in our lives, in our stories and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's not these people that you see that are living successful lives that, have a nice family, have people around them to take care of and stuff like that, and living the best life that, they're smarter than you, they're better than you, that they, God created them to be different than you. That's not how that works. They breathe the same air as you. If you were to cut their wrist, they would bleed the same color blood as you. And if you were to give them a pair of your pants, they'd put them on the same way you would. The difference is they took a chance, they took a risk, and they persisted through failure. They persisted when things got hard. They persisted through, and they had complete faith in God when things didn't go their way. Okay. Now, 4 years ago, I was a freshman in college, partying, getting drunk, doing things I shouldn't have been. And over summer, I would get up every single day and wake up and just go to this warehouse job at 6:30 in the morning, come home later that day. And that warehouse job consisted of exhaustion. I was just lifting boxes around all day, shipping off products and stuff like that. And it was every day at 6:30. And then I would go to the gym at night and I'd sit there and, excuse my dogs in the background, but me and my friend would always have these talks. My friend had the same mindset as me, that entrepreneurial mindset. We had the same mindset about these things, and we'd talk and we found trading and stuff like that. And I remember those days like it was yesterday, just in a warehouse, wondering if it all was going to work out. I eventually would just start bringing in my laptops. I had a station I'd work at, and I'd set up my laptop right, on there, and I would just connect to the Wi-Fi, throw in an AirPod, and while I was, building shipping labels and packing boxes and stuff, I would just watch trading videos, trading content creators, just people just trading, just gaining as much knowledge as I could. I failed funded accounts. I have, an email chain of just where I searched up the word breach the other day, and I just found maybe 10, 20, 30 emails just telling me that I straight breached funded accounts. I probably spent thousands of dollars on funded accounts just in order to, try to make it happen for myself. And finally, years later, I can actually say that I've made $73,000+ in a month, that I'm making $1,500 to $3,000 a day, that I'm able to take care of the people around me. I just vacationed in Europe. I went to Portofino, Monaco, Paris, Rome, Florence. I went to all these places and I made $10,000 in a week trading there. I mean, it is super insane what you can do if you actually apply yourself. I am your living testimony to that. I am your living testimony that if things aren't going right, that if you feel like you're failing and stuff like that, that if you just continue to push through, that if you just continue to work hard, man, you can achieve anything. 100% you can achieve anything. And I am a living testimony to that. I'm wearing a Rolex Yachtmaster on my wrist, $10,000+. A couple years ago, I could barely even afford a Wendy's burger without looking at my bank account and having to transfer money here and there and say, okay, if I just spend this amount, I'll have enough for gas tomorrow, and then I can get a birthday present for my mom next week. Now I'm wearing a Yachtmaster on my wrist. It's that simple, guys, if you persist. Now, everybody's journey is different. Just because I achieved something in 4 years doesn't mean you're going to achieve something in 4 years. You could achieve it in 3 years. You could achieve it in 2 years. And then some of you may achieve it in 6 or 7 or 8 years. That's just the way the cookie crumbles for some people. That's just the way life works. But what you have to do is you'll never achieve it, and you'll never comprehend it, and you'll never become what you want to be if you don't take the chance, if you don't take the risk. Again, look at the title of this video. You genuinely and actually have the chance to retire your family. You do. Do not let anyone tell you that you can't do it, that you won't do it, that it's impossible, that it's a scam. That's just noise. That's just noise in the background, okay? I had so many people years ago tell me that trading's stupid. Why would you want to do that? You're just going to lose a bunch of money. It's never going to work and stuff like that. Imagine if I would have listened to them. I got to trade on a yacht in Monaco last week, making $2,000+ in a day on a yacht in Monaco, wearing a yacht master. I mean, imagine if I would have listened to these certain people years ago. Imagine if I listened to even sometimes my own loved ones telling me that trading was stupid. I remember my mom and me and my mom and dad and I arguing all the time because I wanted to leave college. I wanted to drop out of college. And they just didn't trust day trading. And, you know, that's not to blame them. Who would trust day trading after hearing about what it is and hearing some of the stories that people tell about it? And, you know, my parents are full on board with what I do for work these days. I have the most supportive parents in the world, and I'm so happy anytime I get to give back to them and help them out and travel with them and stuff like that, because they are the most amazing parents ever. That after, you know, we settled down a little bit, we stopped arguing, I showed them that I actually started getting results and stuff like that. They've become the most supportive parents ever. But the point of what I'm trying to say is you have to take the chance. You have to take the risk. You actually can retire your family and take care of the people around you and travel the world with your wife and kids or future family one day. But you have to start. You're ahead of 50% of people if you just start. Oh, there's so many people in this world that have these dreams, they have these ideas, they have these goals, but they'll never actually be able to do it. Not because they're not smart enough, not because they, you know, don't have the right tools to do it, but because they don't start, because they're scared of what people will say about them, because they're too nervous to put their best foot forward. They're too nervous to take the chance. You can actually do it. You really can. I have students in my Discord program, in my one-on-one mentorship program, that were in college, you know, almost lost their lives to things in college, but now are making tens of thousands of dollars a month trading. I have students who just started trading in my one-on-one mentorship program maybe a month or two ago, and they're already passing funded accounts, about to get payouts. But what's the difference between you and them? Not that they're better than you, not that God made them with an extra, you know, couple bones in their body or stuff like that. It's literally just the fact that they took the chance, applied themselves, and they're giving me a chance to teach them. And hopefully one day, if they keep on this path of faith and hard work and moving forward through any type of failure, they can retire their families once too. Now, guys, this video is not meant to be a demand or a lecture video or, you know, an educational video. It's simply just to motivate you that you cannot do something, you cannot achieve something unless you get up and start. Just start. You want to post content about it? Just post about it. You want to start trading? Just open up a little demo account. Just, you know, put on more hours at your job so you can afford more accounts. You have to take the chance. You have to take the risk, guys. I hope you guys gained something from this video. Seeing where I was 4 years ago compared to where I am now, it's possible. You can do it. You can actually retire your family. Take the chance.